Thanks for joining us at noon. I'm Sam Shocker. Now, according to emails disclosed by House Democrats today, Jeffrey Epstein mentioned former President Donald Trump in messages to his associate Ghislaine Maxwell and a journalist, claiming in one exchange that Trump, quote, knew about the girls. NBC's Ryan Nobles has those details.
These emails come from the Democrats on the House Oversight Committee. It's 3 emails from Jeffrey Epstein talking to his former associate Ghislaine Maxwell and to the author Michael Wolff. He does directly mention Donald Trump, and he also mentions the name of one of the victims, who Republicans have now said is Virginia Giuffre, who recently took her own life and has talked extensively about her experience with Jeffrey Epstein. Now, it's important to point out that Giuffre has been asked about Donald Trump before and said that she witnessed no wrongdoing. But Democrats believe this means that they need more answers about the Epstein investigation, and they want the White House to release all of the documents that the Department of Justice has in its possession. Now, we're very close to the House having enough signatures for a discharge petition that would compel the Department of Justice to do just that. Keep in mind, though, President Trump has repeatedly said that this investigation is nothing but a hoax, and Republicans on the Oversight Committee say these emails released without the full context. They then went on to release 20,000 more documents related to the Epstein saga.
Tonight, the House of Representatives is set to vote on a bill to finally end the 43-day-long government shutdown. The bill, which already cleared the Senate, would fund the government through the end of January. Republicans have a thin majority in the House. Democrats say they'll oppose the bill because it doesn't extend subsidies for the Affordable Care Act. If it passes, the president could sign the bill as soon as tonight. Did you all see this? Last night, many Coloradans were treated to a magical night in the sky. The northern lights were visible across much of the state. Our Corey Reppenhagen captured this time lapse from Arvada. So we got to check in with our senior meteorologist, Chris Bianchi, because Chris, I didn't get to see this. I saw your video this morning and I was like, what? I missed this? Are we going to get another chance to see it?
I don't want to out you. What were you doing?
What time was it at? 10 o'clock?
It was all night. It was all night from about 6:30 p.m. till about 5 a.m.
Well, how long of a list do you have? Because I have 2 kids, so making dinners, doing homework, putting them to bed, and then myself going to bed as well. But darn it, this is like once in a lifetime of a thing.
I was hoping you were 2025ing it and you were looking at all the pictures online inside, and that's why you were, and then you didn't go outside. You get what I'm saying there? But I totally understand. And by the way, Sam, one of the most common things I heard this morning were a lot of people were at the Colorado Avalanche game last night, and so they weren't able to see the Northern Lights. So here's the good news. You have a chance to see it tonight. Here's the bad news. It's probably not as high of a chance as what we had last night. 2 things going on. Number 1, got clouds. The clouds will be limiting, but go east away from the city lights. So go east of the airport. That'll be your best chance, number 1. Number 2 is that it will depend on the timing of the third coronal mass ejection, so the solar storm. The best odds will be between about 5 and 9 p.m. just east of I-25. The mountains, I'm sorry to say, if you're watching me from the mountains, the cloud cover will likely be too thick tonight for you to see the northern lights. Sorry, but you had a great show last night. Otherwise, 60s, 70s, eastern plains, 40s, 50s right now across the high country. A little cooler because of all that cloud cover out there. These are mountain wave clouds overhead. Nothing coming from those. And again, that cloud cover, I'm keeping an eye on that in particular. Again, notice here in the mountains, it's pretty widespread. Hey, worth a gander. Take a look outside. You might get some gaps in between the cloud cover and the mountains, but east of I-25, that is where we're going to have the best odds for seeing the northern lights tonight. Hey, next week it might snow. Details on that in my full forecast.
Chris, thank you. Well, today, Highway 285 is back open near Conifer after it was closed due to a shooting investigation last night. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office is calling it a road rage incident. The Sheriff's Office says around 7 p.m., deputies responded to the area for reports of a single car crash. The call was upgraded to a road rage shots fired incident when deputies found a passenger with a gunshot wound to the head. They were taken to the hospital and remain in critical condition today, and the Sheriff's Office says witnesses driving behind the SUV saw a light-colored Subaru involved in that road rage shooting. Anyone who may have witnessed it or have dash cam footage is asked to contact the Sheriff's Office. And right now, Denver police are investigating a deadly hit and run in the southwestern part of the city. Police say it happened at South Irving Street and West Evans Avenue just after 6:15 last night. That's where officers found a person dead on scene. Police say the vehicle is a white Dodge Ram pickup truck that may have damage to the front driver's side. Anyone with information should call Metro Denver Crime Stoppers. Last night, Douglas County School Board did not pass a 10-year renewal for all of its in-person charter schools. 9 News reporter Lauren Scafidi has more on how those changes would have impacted students and teachers.
It would have brought a lot of changes for 6 charter schools up for renewal in the next 5 years. The last-minute agenda item would have extended charter school agreements by 10 years. Right now, it's every 5 years in Dougco. Under the proposed change, schools up for renewal would automatically get 10 more years without submitting paperwork or undergoing review. But the proposal failed late last night after one of the conservative majority voted no. That was Tim Moore. Yesterday's meeting was the last one for 4 conservative Douglas County School Board members voted out in last week's election. Moderates on the board said it was obvious the majority was trying to push this change through. Even one outgoing conservative member said the quiet part about their intentions out loud.
It appears that I would be afraid that all of a sudden we would have board that's coming in that are not going to be favorable to our charter schools.
The 4-3 conservative majority board will become a 7-0 moderate board in just a couple weeks. In Dougco, Lauren Scafidi, 9 News.
A middle school teacher in Dougco schools is accused of sexual assault. The principal of Ranch View Middle School and Highlands Ranch sent a note to families yesterday. She says deputies arrested Teresa Whalen. Whalen is an integrated wellness teacher. The principal says Whalen has worked for the district for more than 4 years and is now on administrative leave. She says Whalen faces charges including sexual assault, online exploitation, and stalking. A police officer who used license plate reader cameras to track down a woman and wrongly accuse her of theft will be disciplined. This story has been spreading online over the last month. Sergeant Jamie Milliman with the Columbine Valley Police Department showed up at a woman's door and claimed that he had video evidence proving that she stole a package. He used the flock safety cameras to track her down. It turns out the allegation was wrong. The woman ended up proving she wasn't the thief by providing her own video evidence. The town administrator with Columbine Valley wrote that officer will be disciplined, but did not elaborate. And we are learning more about what led up to a plane crash landing on a road in Castle Rock. The single-engine plane landed on Prairie Hawk Drive near Wolfensberger Road Monday night. That's just west of I-25. And the plane was coming from Colorado Springs. It had some sort of engine trouble and the wing clipped a car as the pilot made the emergency landing. No one on the plane or the ground, thankfully, was not hurt.
At the end of the day, I mean, someone was looking out for this family and the family in that car too, because it really crushed in the back of that vehicle. So they're lucky that that piece of that wing didn't go through that windshield.
The NTSB is not investigating, likely because it was a minor crash. Usually the FAA will post a preliminary report about a situation like this, but we've noticed there hasn't been any of this type of reporting on these plane crashes since the day after the government shutdown began.